Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today on my channel, we are going to be testing out the Glow HD Mineral Foundation Stick. If you are new to my channel, I do a wear test on a different product every Tuesday for over 40 pigmented, redness, texture, pores. I've got all those different things going on. I am a combination skin type and I really love to test these products out to see how they work throughout the day. Now, if you are new here, I would love if you hit that little subscribe button right down below and followed along here on my channel. I take this product, test it out, put it on, talk you through putting it on. Then I will also show it to you in direct sunlight. I will give you swatch tests against my top 3 favorites. And then I will also check back in at 5 and 10 hours to let you know how it holds up throughout the day. So for right now, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to talk about this product before we put it on. This is the Glow Skin Beauty HD Mineral Foundation Stick. And the key things that say why you will love this HD Mineral Foundation Stick is a 4-in-1 multi-use product for base, concealer, contour, and highlight. It includes hyaluronic acid for added hydration. I am super excited about that. A natural finish with buildable coverage, and it is lightweight and long wearing. Let's see what their website description actually says. So this foundation is $48 and it does come in 12 different colors. The price is middle of the range, a little bit on the higher end of it. 12 different colors is definitely a small color selection of the colors we have seen from previous lines. They do break down how each of these colors could work for you throughout their products. And then their description is the HD Mineral Foundation Stick is HD redefined. This high performance mineral makeup foundation stick is packed with skincare benefits. The lightweight long wear cream foundation evens and perfects for an undetectable skin finish effect. It boosts hydration with hyaluronic acid and shields skin with an all-natural mineral environmental protection. Multitasking stick format can be used as a foundation, concealer, contour, highlight, and even on the go. The product features are a 4-in-1 cream formula. You can use this stick in varying shades as the base, concealer, contour, or highlight. It contains hyaluronic acid, making this base formula ultra hydrating without weighing your skin down. It includes our exclusive antioxidant blend of vitamins A, C, E, and green tea extract. It is suitable for all skin types. It is buildable sheer to full coverage with a natural satin finish. It evens and perfects the complexion for an undetectable skin-like, no makeup finish. It is available in 12 shades, lightweight and long-lasting formula, great for all-day wear. It's a skin-first product meant to be an extension of your skincare. Vegan and certified cruelty-free, talc-free, paraben-free, and non-cosmogenic. I always say that incorrectly. Fragrance-free, gluten-free, paraben-free, phosphate-free, sulfate-free, shields from the skin with natural mineral environmental protection. Your directions of how to apply it as a base is apply the stick directly onto your skin and blend with your favorite Glow Skin Beauty brush or fingertips. Layer in desired areas for additional coverage. To conceal, you target the specific area for additional coverage where needed, either directly from the stick or using a concealer brush. To contour, to sculpt and define, contour along cheekbones, hairline, sides of nose, and jawline with a shade 1 to 2 levels darker than your base color. And to highlight for illumination and brightening, highlight in the middle of the forehead, brow bone, upper cheekbones, down the center of the nose and chin, and on the bow of the lip with a shade 1 to 2 levels lighter than your base color. So some of the key things I'm super excited about is the fact that it gives you a skin-like effect. I'm also very excited about the fact that it has hyaluronic acid in it. Anything as we are in our 40s, over 40, that gives us extra hydration and helps to keep it looking plump and supple. We do not want a super matte foundation that makes us look very cakey. That is going to draw attention to all our fine lines, wrinkles, anything. It'll settle into those areas, the movements around our lips. We want something that's going to have that additional hydration to really give our skin that hydrated, healthy, younger look. So let's jump into trying this on. first things first with this foundation is I actually brought out my Limelight foundation because I do have 3 colors in this that were sent to me, and I want to check these out and figure out which color is going to be the best match first. So I'm going to take a swatch of my Limelight product just using my finger, and I'm going to put it on my arm. And so I've got that right there, and then we're going to just take each of these colors and swatch them one right after the other in order of where I have them. Oh, not that one. Not that one. All right, so I think I've already got it figured out. So looking at these, this is my Limelight, so that one right there, the third one, is going to be the best match. This one I could use as a contour. This one, so technically you can use these as a contour and highlight. I think that one's a little bit too yellow to even try and use it as a highlight. So the color that best matches me is Fawn 5C. And the one I'm going to try and play with a little bit with contour is Chai 8N. All right, and how they suggest you use this is to just kind of draw it on your face. Actually, you know what? We're going to do one side with my regular bronzer and one with this. So this will be the side I will use my regular bronzer. I mean, it looks a little bit light right here, but we'll see. And then this side, I'm going to keep it separate and use it as my contour, and we'll see how that goes. They do suggest, they said not, they didn't say not to use a brush, but they didn't suggest a brush. They said, or not, I'm sorry, a sponge. They suggested either using a your fingers or a brush. So we'll just see. All right, need a little bit extra just going down my neck. Make sure everything's blending. So we're gonna use the brush. Let's start with that. So it doesn't blend super easy. I'm going to tap at this area because that is where I use the contour, which I think it might be a little bit too yellow for me. But playing around with this, and then I'm going to try and... So this side where I didn't have the contour part actually went on easier than this side. I think you definitely have to play around. It blends nice. It's like a tad bit too light for me, just a tad bit. Yeah, I am not liking that color as a contour. It's just too yellow. I probably could have used a different shade of theirs, but I'm going to kind of cover that up. I feel like I need a little bit extra there. This side looks good. A little bit on my chin. Cover those contour areas up. So sticking with the brush, you know what? Let's use the sponge on this and see how it goes. Even though they said fingers and they did not suggest a brush, a sponge. Why do I keep saying a brush? I'm going to play around with this because I like the way a sponge applies, especially with like a creamy product like this. Just my own personal opinion. Everybody likes things differently. I think it's looking pretty nice actually, with the exception of the fact that it might be, I don't know, we'll see. It might be a tad bit too light, but not tremendously so. When I first looked at it, I thought it was definitely too light. Just gonna kind of keep working it in. It feels like you have nothing on. It actually feels amazing on the skin. I'm liking it. This feels nice. Feels really nice. I'm kind of impressed with the way it feels. Let's see if it has a scent to it. I'm not noticing anything. A little bit of a, not chemically scent, kind of almost plasticky scent. It's the only way I can really explain it, or try to explain it. So I'm going to let this sit for a minute and then we're going to do the rest of my face. Okay, so I've let this sit for a few minutes. It looks very healthy. It has a satin finish to it as far as how I'm wearing it. Let's see if it transfers. Doesn't seem to transfer onto the fingers when you first touch it. It is very soft feeling. It feels very weightless. It feels very light. It looks very healthy, very nice. I have nothing else on yet. It looks like your skin, but better, which I'm pretty impressed with. So we are going to go and finish the rest of my makeup, put it all on, and then we will check. Is immediately after applying the foundation, doing all of my makeup, quick and easy, nothing crazy. I did forget my lip gloss. I just realized that. Nothing crazy. So this is what it looks like. It looks very healthy, very nice. I think the color match is good. I will do swatches and we'll look at those. I didn't particularly like the colors that I had for doing contouring and highlighting, but I do like the color of the foundation that I got on me right now. It has a satin finish to it. It feels completely weightless, which feels amazing on the skin. My skin feels very soft with it on, which is interesting. It doesn't transfer. It feels just, I mean, I can't stop talking about how it feels. It feels amazing on my skin. I will be interested to see how this actually does as normal throughout the day and how it does out in really bright sunlight. That is always a telltale sign for me. If you can see my texture, my pores and things like that, then it's a no-go for me. So we will check this out throughout the day and I'll catch up with you later. Let's talk swatches. This first one right here is the Lime Life in the color Olive 02. Then we have the YSL All Hours in the color BR40. And then we have Estee Lauder Pebble, which I think is 3C2. And then these are the three glow colors that I have right here. The one that I put on for today is this one here, which is Fawn 5C. Next to it is the color Mesa in 7W. And then the last one down here on the end is the color Chai in 8N, which is the one that I also tried as a bronzer. However, this one here is definitely too yellow, and this one just isn't quite the right shade for a bronzer for me. But this one is very, very close in line as far as colors for me and a perfect color match. Okay, taking a look at these out in natural daylight, this is still definitely a really good match. It is very, very close to the others here that work well for me. These two definitely were not the right choices for me, but it was good to see the difference in the color selection with the warm and the neutral undertones. I mean, this is a pretty good match, guys. Okay, guys, taking a look at this out in natural daylight. I have two large windows right through here. This looks very pretty, very healthy, very supple. Not dried out, but not cakey looking, not heavy, still feels amazing on the skin. Let's take a picture and see how it does with Flashback. All right, taking a look at this. Same as it is typically right through here. I have a little bit of Flashback in through my forehead, but that is more from the direction that the sunlight is coming in. Now let's take it in a darker area and see what it does. Okay guys, looking at this in a little bit of a darker area. I apologize for the noise behind me. MJ is home today. Let's take a look. With a flash on, there is no flashback to this. It looks very natural, looks very healthy. It's a little bit shaded at the top. The flash didn't hit on the top of my forehead, but that is more just because of the fact of the way the camera was sitting when I took the picture. So now let's go outside and take a look at it in natural sunlight. Right now, there comes whiskey running up. Right now we are in indirect sunlight in the house with the sun coming through more from the back. So I'm definitely in a shaded area, but we're gonna go out and walk into the direct sunlight and take a look at this and see how it looks. So here we go. All right, it's a little bit chilly still this morning. Let's take a look. Woo, there's that sun. All right, here's what we look like, guys. Taking a look at it to see how the pores look, how it looks on the skin. Is it sitting on top? Does it look like it blended in? Does it look healthy? Or does it look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup? Okay, guys, we are at the 5-hour check-in. This is where we're looking. It's looking pretty darn good. It really hasn't changed a whole lot. I'm not seeing any breakthrough, any breakdown. Got something on my lip. Probably just put lip gloss on, that's why. Something stuck there, can't get it off. All right, whatever. It's looking good. See a little bit of my sunspot right there coming through very, very slightly, but that's like, I'm just trying to nitpick this to find something. It's holding up well. It definitely is looking good still. We will check back in at 10 hours and see how it's holding up. Oh, you know where I wanted to check? Around here. It's holding up good around, this is where I break down. It's around the creases, around my nose. And it's still there. So that's one thing that's very impressive about it, because usually that does not last. That and through here. I usually get very blotchy through here. Little blotchy, but not too bad yet. So we are at the 10-hour check-in. And it's done well, guys. This is done much better than I had anticipated when I first put it on. It looks good. Let's take a closer look and see. I mean, it really hasn't broken down. Got a little bit what I would consider to be blotchy or patchy in right here, a little bit through here, but those are spots that I am so used to that happening with, and that's me being like more critical. If I had used powder to blot and things like that, it usually keeps that at ease. It's not bad, guys. I'm really kind of impressed with this. It still feels like I'm wearing nothing. I notice a little bit of pores in through this area, but that's just as my skin gets a little bit more oily, it's a little bit more visible. Not by fault of the foundation at all. I think it looks really nice still at the 10-hour mark. I am pretty well impressed with this. So let's talk about some of the things that they claim and whether or not that worked out over the 10-hour period of time. They do say that hyaluronic acid in a product will help to keep your skin very hydrated, very supple feeling, very soft feeling. I will say that my skin felt amazing all day. I didn't feel like I was wearing a foundation. I didn't feel like my skin felt like I was ready to wash it off. It felt very natural on. So I do think that this is a great product, not just for your normal and your dry skin people. If you are combination or oily as well, that hyaluronic acid is still a super important thing. You still want to hydrate your skin even if you are an oily person. As we age, hyaluronic acid is a great item to have in both your skincare and to now have in your foundations to help keep them making your skin look as soft and supple as it possibly can. We don't want to look like we're aged or settling into fine lines. A lot of foundations, if they don't have this, can settle into the lines around our mouth, above our lip, around our eyes, in through our nose. This foundation I did not find to settle into any of those areas. It definitely kept everything looking hydrated and very soft. I do say it has an undetectable, natural skin-like texture. I think that is very true. I will say the only place I really felt like I might see not just my skin or feel like it looks like skin is when I was out in very direct sunlight. I kind of felt like not like I looked like I had heavy cakey makeup by any means, but I felt like you knew I had makeup on. It was visible that it was makeup and not just my skin. So that's one thing to take into consideration. It wasn't anything that was like, ooh, look at that. But it was, if you were up close, you could definitely tell I had a foundation on, which I don't mind. I don't mind people knowing that I'm wearing foundation. I feel like that's a normal thing. I will say that they did send these products to me just to try out. This is not a sponsored video. They just sent it to me to try. But I definitely think it would be interesting and would have been interesting to test this out as the way that they suggest you can use it, which is as a highlighter, as a contour, and as a base for your foundation. But I also don't feel that all three of those are a requirement, that you need to own all three to achieve that look. I only used one truly by the end of this, and it was completely easy to use as one product and then add others in to create that same look. The packaging is super nice. It is a little bit difficult at times to get open, but that secures the product very well. I do find that cream products like this do last much longer. You get a lot more uses out of them than a traditional liquid, because you're actually just swiping on what you need as you need it, versus a pump. You're getting a full amount out whether you use it or not. This is definitely something that applied very easily. I will get a lot of uses out of it, and it is a product that I will continue to use after this as well. The easiest way to say that is if I had purchased this item, this would be an item that I would not be returning. So those are all of my thoughts on this wear test for the Glow Skin Beauty Foundation HD Mineral Foundation Stick in the color Fawn 5C. If you have any products that you would like to see me do a wear test on, please put them down in the comments. As always, I post additional wear test videos for you right here. And if you are not yet subscribed, I would love if you click the photo of me right over here and followed along here on my channel. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me, and have a great day. Bye.